guys, and welcome back to my corner of the internet. Today, I thought it would be fun to do a little bit of like a girl talk plus get ready with me and talk about some things that I wish that I knew before my first day of college. Now, this will be my sophomore year. I'm so excited, and I am now a transfer student. I just transferred from my college in Idaho, and I will be in Utah this fall. I leave in, what day is it? I leave in 5 days for school, and I absolutely cannot believe it. I'm gonna throw on a headband as well so that I can do this a little bit better. First, I kind of wanted to talk about the mindset of going into school. The number one thing, if you're nervous, just know that everyone else is literally nervous too. I was so scared that like I would look really dumb. I was a freshman. It was my first day. You're surrounded by other freshmen. And I think that I like really got caught up in like, oh my gosh, like they're all gonna know more than me. How would they know more than me? We're all being freshmen together. It was everybody's first day. Some things that I did to alleviate stress, or I guess nerves, was I went onto campus like 2 days before school started, and I looked at my classes and I visited every classroom that was on the list so that I knew kind of like first day. I followed my schedule. So like on that Friday, I went to all of my Monday classes and like checked them out so I could see my route, see where I needed to go, find where all the buildings were. Cause everybody knows in college, there's like a bajillion buildings. And so it just really honestly alleviated my nerves of like, I don't look dumb like on campus, like walking around being like, where am I going? What am I doing? Like one of the biggest things that I feel like really helped me in school, and like I kind of just had this mindset going into it, was just that like say yes to everything. At least the first week, say yes to every single thing that people invite you to. It was such a game changer for me. A lot of schools would do like freshman orientation activities. Go to it. I know it sounds so dumb. Go to all of the freshman activities. Oh, someone has a house party after? Go to the house party. You don't like it? Find a friend that wants to leave. Say yes to every invitation that you get because one, it gives you experience. Two, it allows you to meet a lot of people really quickly rather than just like going to your classes and just kind of like hanging around. I honestly was really grateful for that because the first week I made a ton of friends, and a lot of those people I continued to hang out with that whole semester. And like we could all just be like, oh my gosh, remember that time that like someone asked us to go to the river, and we all went to the river and did like bridge jumping, and we all had that like immediate connection of like something that we did. But I was so grateful that I at least like did a lot of stuff outside of school before I was like really caught up in like the school stuff, so that I could at least have made like a lot of friends and found kind of like my people at the beginning of the semester. Don't be afraid to talk to the person next to you. You sit next to a person in class, say hello. I literally asked a girl for a tampon my first day of school because I was running around and I didn't have it in my bag. And literally we became great friends that whole class, and it was awesome. She did have a tampon, by the way. True story. That was a lifesaver. Just don't be afraid to just say like a simple hello. Say it's an elective. Like what brought you to like taking this elective? Like come up with questions just to ask the person next to you. You never know. And it can really make amazing study partners. This is something that I struggled with a lot. It's okay to eat alone. It's okay to walk alone. It's okay to be alone. College is a time when like everybody is, yes, like figuring themselves out, and also they're just doing their own thing. I kind of got caught up in the thought of like, people are gonna think that I'm weird for being alone, because in high school, you walk in the halls with your friend, you want to like sit with someone at lunch, you want to be seen with other people, right? It's okay to be alone. I found that I really was able to grow into myself and learn more about myself by being alone. I had more time to sit with my thoughts, and I had more time to think about my goals and to plan for the next week for what I was going to do that weekend. Like it didn't always have to be like I was with people. And I think that's the beautiful thing about college, is that you don't need to be with people 24/7. Like you can just be your own independent person. And for people that are very social like me, it can be difficult. But just know that it's okay to be alone. Okay, the next one is to not judge your college experience on the first day, the first week, or even the first month. It's gonna be messy. It's gonna be awkward. It is messy and awkward for everybody. Every single person. If people make it look like it's a cakewalk, super easy, they're probably lying to you, because it's awkward for everybody. It's messy for everyone. If you just judge it off of that first day, oh, I didn't make any friends today. That's okay. Try again the next day. There's literally always a next day. There's a whole semester, a whole year for you to figure out if you even like the vibes, to find your people. And that's okay if you don't find them the first day. It's okay if you don't find them the first month. Knowing that the first friend that you make isn't gonna be your forever friend, perhaps. It's okay. Like, it's not gonna be the end of the world. And I got so caught up in that of like, my college experience needs to be like these movies. Like, it needs to be Roy Gilmore level when she went to Yale. Like, that was what I was like, kind of expecting going in. It's okay that it wasn't that way. I think that if I had gotten caught up in like judging it after the first week, I am not hanging out with enough people, or I don't feel like people like me yet, blah, 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 I would have hurt myself a little bit more. So just go in with those mindset things. I hope that some of those were helpful, kind of helps you see things in a different light. All right, going into academics. First of all, take your academics seriously. College is expensive, and I was definitely having a lot of fun my first semester, and then I was like, oh crap, I gotta focus on my school. I'm paying for this. But these are some things that helped me, that now that I have these tools and this knowledge, that I will automatically take school seriously. The first one is to sit in the first 2 rows of every lecture hall that you're in. You will go to classes, depending on the size of your school, that have 100 people plus in the class. And I was also in classes that had like 25 people. Both types of classes, I was always grateful when I sat in the front. My biology class, my freshman year, I sat in the very front row, and my professor immediately recognized me when I came to talk to him about things. He knew who I was. And that was a game changer, to have the visibility of your professor. And number 2, you will just automatically pay attention because you will have less distractions around you. Go to tutoring and take advantage of the free helps. If someone has office hours, if someone has tutoring in the library that's free that you can sign up for, any sort of study hall with people from the class, that is clutch. And I did not realize that until about halfway through my first semester. I feel like I want to do a little eyeshadow look, because why not? When I was in my biology class, I was extremely struggling, and I did not know that there were really helpful tutoring sessions at the library. Halfway through the semester, my teacher mentioned it, and there was an incentive because my tutor was very cute, and I went to all of his tutoring sessions. But it helped me to learn. So honestly, if that is your motivator, go for it, girl. But I just saw a huge change and a huge shift in spending study time with people that had the same academic goals as me. But the people that consistently went to the tutoring, I knew that I could ask them for help. I knew that we could study together after tutoring sessions and things like that, that just made such a big difference of going to those free study helps and finding the people that connect with you and that are also hard workers. All right, before you buy your books, go to the class. There will be times that the teacher will say what's on the syllabus is not important. There will be times that you want to drop the class, and you probably will. If you buy all the books first freaking day, that's going to be a pain. So wait, go to the class, see what the teacher says, see if you even like it, and then you'll see if the books are even needed. College textbooks are so expensive. You do not need an extra stressor on you. This kind of goes back to the free tutoring and the study helps. Surround yourself with people that have the same goals as you. In that same biology class, we had a lab. I decided to invite this girl who happened to be the smartest girl in the class to be my lab partner. She was such a hard worker, and I could tell that she was a really good studier, and she helped me so much on the exams and on the lectures, understanding them, finishing homework. Genuinely, I could not have gotten through that class without her, and it was because I had made a friend that had the same goals as me to succeed. This also applies to just friendships in general. If you become friends with people who are staying out late and you're a really difficult major, if you are friends with people who aren't taking school very seriously, you might begin to take school not that seriously. So that girl saved my butt, but if I hadn't had her, I don't think I would have passed my biology class. The last one on the academic tips is know that your professors are not as scary as you think. I was so grateful when I would email professors and they would be very willing to help me, and I realized they are way more chill than you would expect. I feel like everybody in high school, the teachers are like, just wait till you get to college. Everybody is going to be super strict. Boy, no, they're not. College is just another learning environment, and it's just about as chill, if not more, than high school ever was. I love opening a new mascara. That's beautiful. All right, moving on to lifestyle and emotional tips. My biggest one that I was so happy for, and honestly, this is just to kind of like get set up in your brain, find your spot on campus. Now, I was so grateful that our campus in Idaho had gardens, and I found my favorite spot on campus, and I would sit there every single day to study, and it was my spot. Obviously, sometimes there were people there. They didn't understand that it was my spot. It's like Rory Gilmore when she literally goes to her tree, and there's a person sitting at her tree, but that's her tree. That's kind of how I felt. But like, find your spot. Find your favorite building to sit in. Mine was a building that had a bunch of art, and it was the music and theater building. And I would just hear pianos and trumpets all around while I would study. I loved that building, and it was just one of my spots. And I didn't even have any classes in that building, and I loved it. So finding your spots on campus is so important, and it really just makes it feel more like romanticized, like you're the main character. Another one is comfort over aesthetics. I am a fashionista. I literally love to dress up so much. But if I am going for aesthetics, wearing high heels on campus, I might be in pain a little bit as I walk around school because you walk so much. My feet were aching by the end of the day if I ever did that. So just remember, comfort over aesthetics, but still be yourself and have a little voice in the back of your head telling you that you're going to walk everywhere. Something that I wished I had known before college was to just get involved. Do a sport. If there's like a rec sport, do a club. Go participate in sports events. There was always roller skating on Mondays and every other Friday at my school, and it was only $2. And it was amazing, and I met so many friends there. I was just so excited to like get involved and do something that was fun. Look for programs that are in your field. Just get involved in the stuff that is available on campus because there's so much. Go to the plays, go to the dance shows, go to the choir performances. It is so fun to just experience people that are really amazing at what they do, even if it's not something that you do. The last one and the most important one is just to not compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to someone else's middle when you're at the beginning. Don't compare yourself to the sophomore that is nailed down their major when you are still trying to figure it out. Honestly, comparing yourself, it's just going to take away your joy of college, and college is meant to be a time when you're growing and changing. I think that I really got into the habit of comparing myself my freshman semester when a lot of people were in different majors than me, and I wasn't spending much time with people who were in my major. So I was really heavily influenced by friends that were doing different things than me when that might not be like even a good pathway for me. Just don't compare yourself to the people that may look like they have it all figured out, because like we talked about at the beginning, everyone's nervous, and even if they don't show it, they're nervous. If they're coming off as confident, they might not even have something figured out. And if they look like they're doing awesome, that is great for them, but that does not take away from the growth that you are still doing. All right, this is the final look, and honestly, I'm probably just going to keep my hair like this because I will be doing more packing for school, and I don't have the energy to straighten it or do anything with it today. But I am so excited for college, to go back and to continue to experience what college life is like, to be an independent person, and I know that you will be awesome at it too. I hope that you gained a couple things from this video, that you got some advice and feel like those nerves are maybe dispelling a bit, and I know that you are going to do amazing. All right, well, thank you so much for getting ready with me today, and I love you guys so much. Bye!